Representative Beth Chee from Legoland California. Now, can you tell me a little bit about the resort's attractions that are opening this year?
Absolutely. 2011 is going to be a really fun year for us. We're adding 4 new attractions. So we're adding the new Hero Factory attraction where kids can build and create their favorite heroes or villains. It's part of the new Hero Factory line from Lego. They're also going to be able to build a giant mural, which is really exciting. We're adding Splash Zoo, which is a new toddler area to the water park, so really interactive, hands-on space for our littlest guests, 3 and under. We're adding Octopus Garden, which is a new cephalopod exhibit to Sea Life Aquarium. It's going to be a lot of fun where you can learn all about octopus, nautilus, all of these really unique creatures. So that is going to be a lot of fun. And then we're also adding the new Star Wars Miniland, which is kind of the biggest thing coming to the park this year. A whole new area featuring 7 scenes from the 6 movies and the Clone Wars cartoon series. It's really, really going to be just an out-of-this-world experience for our guests.
Now, with the Hero Factory building area replacing the Bionicle building area, do you think we could possibly see a re-theme for Bionicle blasters in the coming years?
That's a really good question. I know people have talked about it, but I don't think we're going to see that happen, though. I think that Bionicle is kind of a classic Lego line. I think it's an old favorite, and I think we'd have some really upset guests. Yep, I think we would have some really upset guests if we tried to re-theme that ride. So I think it'll probably stay Bionicle Blaster.
Now, the Daytona Speedway area, which is being replaced by Lego Star Wars now, was removed. Do you think we can see this appear at Legoland, Florida, this coming October?
Yep, you'll definitely see the Daytona Speedway. It's not going to be the exact same models that were here, but it'll be a replica of the models that were here opening in October.
All right. Now, the Splash Zoo was the first edition for Legoland's water park. Do you think we could see any future editions in the coming years, maybe for some slightly older guests?
Definitely. You're going to see some expansions, whether they're inside the park or kind of outside beyond the fence, as it were.
Possibly where the giant pile of dirt is.
Exactly, possibly where the giant pile of dirt is. So Splash Zoo is a direct response to feedback from our guests when we did research. One of the things that came up was more for toddlers, more for toddlers, more for toddlers. So this area is specifically for toddlers, really built with them in mind, giving mom and dad a nice comfortable place to relax while the kids are playing, and it's going to be really fun for them. But I would suspect that you'll see more added to the water park.
All right, good. The Funtown Fire Academy will be rethemed this year to Funtown Police and Fire Academy. Now, what kind of changes, effects are going to be made to the ride for this change?
Well, the main thing really is that on each side, 2 of the fire trucks are being replaced with police vehicles. And so on the one side, you'll be racing to put out fires, and on the other side, you're going to be racing to kind of spray the bad guys, stop the bad guys. So that's the main change. The effects of the ride, the way the ride works is exactly the same. It's really the theming. It's just kind of a fun new aspect to it.
All right. One of the concepts originally explored for the plot of land that is now occupied by the Legoland Water Park was a wooden coaster. Now, can you tell me a little bit more about that? What company you were approaching, or what kind of a design you thought?
I don't think we were actually to the point where we were approaching companies. I think that we just had some sketches drawn up from our park designers.
Any particular theme?
We weren't. We were looking at different themes, different ideas, and kind of just seeing, just kind of seeing what worked. And so that was at the time when we decided really to go with the water park. So we were looking at, I think there was a raft ride in there. There was an actual water park, which is obviously what we built. There was that roller coaster, and then there was, I think, also a hanging roller coaster, and or a suspended coaster. And the most popular idea was definitely the water park.
Now, Legoland Florida opens in this fall, October, and do you think we could see any of the attractions that are being installed there maybe make their way over to Legoland Florida, such as the suspended coaster that's already there and being rethemed, or maybe like the pirate stunt show?
That's a good question. I don't see any of that happening. I think that that for the most part they're taking concepts that have really worked here at Legoland and taking them over there, and then they're keeping a few of those historical buildings and rides that I think couldn't be, exactly, that just kind of are what made Cypress Gardens so famous.
Flower, the company who built Coastersaurus, recently announced that they are building a family shuttle coaster for a German park. Now, I have a picture of it here, and I'm not sure if you can see it too well, but see, it does that, and it goes around and comes back.
Yeah.
Now, do you think with this compact design, possibly very affordable, not too big of a coaster, Do you think we could possibly see a design like this maybe make its way into Legoland California someday?
I think it's definitely a possibility. Like you said before, we're always doing research and always looking to see what what our guests
Since
are
I know
looking
Coasterosaurus
for.
is a very popular
Exactly,
coaster.
Coasterosaurus is really popular. Technocoaster is really popular. So it's definitely not out of the realm of possibility that you'd see something like that here at the park.
All right, thank you very much for your time.
Sure. Thank you for coming out.